My name is Angad here, and this is my Extemp 6 speech. So, let's hop in. So, this House of Senate is something that you've heard of. It's probably on the news with a lot of politics going on, like the new president. Well, not that, but a lot of other things. Well, well, that brings today's question. The question is, are the Republicans going to be able to take over the House of Senate, gain a majority? Well, I think to that question is a yes. I have three evidence supporting my answer. Number one, the polls show that more people want the Republicans. Number two, our current president Joe Biden's approval ratings are going down. And number three, the gerrymandering maps are showing that the Republicans have the lead. All right, let's go to number one. So, the polls are saying that more people want the Republicans to take control. Want the Republicans to take control. Well, well, Dryer News writes on November 19th, 2021, and the New York and the Hill writes on November 18th, 2021, that because so recent surveys were taken, one by the Hill and one by the Drive. So the Hill survey shows that 46% of registered voters want the Republicans to take control, and 41% of registered voters want the Democrats to take control. So, and now that's number one. And then the next other poll shows that 46.2% of people want the Republicans to take control, and 42.1% say they want the Democrats to take control. As we can see in both of these polls, the Republicans are getting more support than the opposing party, the Democrats. And this can give them the edge in the election because this is how our country works. What the majority wants, it happens. The majority want president access to leader, go ahead. The majority want this law abolished, it'll be abolished. Now moving on to point number two. Our current president, Joe Biden, approval ratings are going down. So the CNN writes on November 12th, 2021, that 58% of Americans, the majority, do not like Joe Biden's handling of current events and situations. This, therefore, is giving him low approval ratings. Approval rating is essentially how popular he is in a nutshell. So he's getting low popularity, and because of the fact that he's a Democrat president, people will support the Republicans, and this will give the Republicans the advantage to take over the Senate, and get more seats, and therefore take over the Senate. So, and what I'm saying is that because the majority of Americans aren't liking Joe Biden now, and because Joe Biden's a Democrat president, this gave the Republicans the upper edge. This gave the Republicans the edge to win more seats in the Senate and therefore take control of it, gain a majority. All right, now my third and final point is that so my third point is that gerrymandering maps are showing that the Republicans are gaining the upper hand. This is so essentially the New York Times writes in November 2021 that because of the gerrymandering maps results are showing that the Republicans have more of an edge. So essentially, what is a gerrymandering map? Well, I'm glad you asked. A gerrymandering map is essentially a map that shows results. Like you've probably seen in the elections, it shows the different counties. Maybe, for example, counties highlighted in red support Republicans, and counties highlighted in blue support Democrats. So essentially, what I'm trying to say here is that more counties are highlighted red than blue, in a nutshell. And this is basically showing that Republicans are getting more favorable. So they only need 5 more seats in the House of Representatives out of 450, 5 more seats, and they only need 1 more seat in the Senate to take control. And based on everything I've just said, on all my points, they're basically almost going to get control now, gain control. And now, so yeah, so then now people are, so then the gerrymandering maps are showing us the results that the Republicans are getting ahead of the Democrats in the states of North Carolina, Iowa, and Texas. This is certainly enough to gain at least 1 more seat in the Senate to get a majority. And this is so, yeah. So now, after all of this are the Republicans going to take over the Senate in the 22 midterm elections? I think it's yes, for 3 reasons. Number one, the polls show that the majority of more people want the Republicans to take control than the majority of people want the Republicans to take control than the Democrats. And number two, Joe Biden's approval ratings are falling low because of the fact that he's a Democrat president. This is giving the Republicans the upper hand, they control. And this is number three is that it's the fact that the gerrymandering maps, which basically show where the Republicans have the upper hand in, are showing us that the Republicans are gaining ahead. So now after gaining ahead, but all this evidence points to the fact that the Republicans are going to take over the Senate. That is my Extemp 6 speech. Thank you for listening.